I think LeBron James has been chasing a ghost this entire time because Michael Jordan, the guy that they say he is, truly does not exist. Michael Jordan's career and his awards were slightly fabricated to elevate the game because there was a star to get behind, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He was likable, he was charismatic. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. The shoes, the swag, everything.
Bow Wow.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom. Episode MJ is a phony. No, I'm just kidding. What episode is it?
MJ's a phony.
Episode 80 something. Fellas, I want to start this episode off by saying happy 623 day. Do you guys know what 623 day is?
Sounds familiar.
June.
Don't say Juneteenth, bro. That's 19th. It's LeBron Appreciation Day. He wore the number 6 and he wore the number 23. So, happy Appreciation Day to the greatest athlete to ever put on the jersey, number 23. Yes, the greatest. So, I want to start this episode off by showing some appreciation, a.k.a. glazing the GOAT. So, let's remember, before the 2016 NBA Finals, see, it is Billy Mays. Yep, you're right. Before the 2016 NBA Finals, no team in the NBA Finals history has come back from trailing 3-1. The record was 0-32 until the greatest athlete happened. LeBron Raymond James.
Basketball player.
Greatest athlete ever. I don't care what nobody say. Greatest athlete ever. Whatever.
Because he just got his feelings hurt.
The only player to be a part of the 30,000 point club, 10,000 rebound club, and the 10,000 assist club. Only athlete. The top scorer in NBA history. Top scorer in playoffs. Most All-NBA selections, most All-NBA first-team selections, most All-Star selections, most playoff games won, most steals in the playoffs, most playoff win shares. Don't really know what that means. Most playoff game-winning buzzer beaters. I don't even know what that one means. This one I was about to read. And then, boom. Hold on, I'm going to the good ones. Youngest and oldest player to average 30 points a game. Only player to win Finals MVP with 3 different franchises. Most playoff series leading in points, rebounds, and assists. Most 30-point playoff games. Most finals triple-doubles. Only player in the 10,000 point assist and rebound club. 10, 10, and 10. Only player, nobody else. Youngest to reach 1K at every milestone, and the only player in the top 10 in points and in steals. That is the greatest basketball player of all time. Happy 623 day, everybody.
One hell of a resume.
LeBron Raymond James.
LeBron Raymond James, the greatest basketball player to ever live. All right, guys.
Hell of a resume.
Where do we want to go first, Eric?
And this is how I feel about it.
I mean, this dude. Speaking of resumes, some basketball players just added to their resume. NBA Finals just finished. Jayson Tatum, Jaylen Brown, champions. Some might say Jayson Tatum got robbed of Finals MVP.
I think you should flip their names around when you say who won the championship. Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum.
Jayson Tatum didn't get robbed.
He didn't get robbed?
No, Jaylen Brown deserved that.
Even with no left hand, he got that shit.
Hey, he had a left hand in that series.
Yeah, he did.
And you know what he also did? Played immaculate defense.
He did.
Lockdown defense.
Luka
and Kyrie looked scared. Didn't know what to do.
Shivering.
Can't believe I said they would win that series.
Yeah.
It was the hate in my heart for the Celtics.
For sure.
That's all it was. I hate the Boston Celtics. Yeah. Can't stand them.
I was surprised.
I mean, listen, I thought they would put up a better fight.
I didn't think so.
They got blew out almost every game.
I just didn't think that Luka and Kyrie could carry that team. There was no way in my opinion.
Well, there was one major thing you said before that series started, and you said the defenders that the Boston Celtics had to throw at the Mavericks' best players was significantly better than the Mavericks' defensive players they had to throw at the Celtics' best players.
Yes.
And you were way right about that. And Jayson Tatum didn't even really play well.
No, there was a lot of games he shot under 50%.
Yep.
And when your best player shoots under 50%, usually they lose games like that.
Yeah, I'm just a hater. It's hard for me to even talk about them, man. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics. They become the solo leader in championships won in the NBA. Congratulations to you guys. Golf clap.
Just want to say I was right again with my NBA Finals prediction at the beginning of the year. I had Celtics winning it. Which they were the favorite anyway.
You want an energy drink. You want something to drink.
I want that gok, that hot tua. That's what I want.
You ain't getting it in this room.
I want that.
You ain't getting it in this room.
Spend on that time.
Jordan, you got anything to add about the NBA Finals, buddy?
He loves Jayson Tatum.
No, I don't love Jayson Tatum. He's the corniest, probably the corniest guy in the NBA.
What makes you say that?
He makes Jameis Winston look normal.
Jameis Winston is normal.
He's not normal. Jayson.
Well, I'm sure everybody's seen the tweets and posts and everything about every person that Jayson Tatum has copied after winning a championship. Starting off with KG. We did it. Sit the fuck down.
Go.
You see LeBron say, Cleveland, this is for you. You see KG say, anything's possible. That's heartfelt. That's like straight emotion right there.
Organic.
Jayson Tatum said, I like what KG said. That really got the people going. I'm going to try and do it myself. Then he was in the nightclub pulling the Kanye. I guess we'll never know.
Mic drop. He even did the mic drop.
Don't forget the picture.
The Kobe. The Kobe picture. The Steph. What they going to say now? Throwing the ball in there? Throwing the ball in there. I'll give him that one. A lot of people do that.
Yeah.
But what they going to say now? Man, Steph been saying that since he won his first chip.
If he would have just done the Kobe picture, I think the world would have been okay.
Which a lot of players do.
Yeah, but he's a huge
texted him?
Kobe fan. He wears the wristband where Kobe wore the wristband. He wears the finger sleeve. You know, he texts Kobe. You think
he texted him?
I hope not.
I mean, it depends how close they are. Yeah. If they were really close.
The last time he texted him, he said, I got you today, and they got blown out.
Wait, I like how Derrick said, depends how close they are.
How close they
not
were.
alive,
okay,
bro.
depends how close they were.
like Kobe go respond. Good job, little bro.
It depends how close
Just
they were.
wait till someone else gets that number. Because, when you die and your number goes away, other people end up getting that phone number. Wait till someone else gets it, and Jayson Tatum shoots him a text like, hey, bro, I got you this season. Dude's going to be like, the fuck is this?
I ain't in your fantasy league, motherfucker.
The fuck is this, dude?
Yeah, man. Congrats to the Boston Celtics, though. I pray to God they don't go back to back.
If they keep the same core, it'd be pretty damn hard not to bet on them.
Listen, bro, my Los Angeles Lakers are going to be back next year. JJ Redick will have them boys playing. Bronny James will come in leading the charge.
Can Coach play, too?
Bill Russell was a player coach.
He might have to play.
JJ can't hit shots the way he used to.
Oh, I bet you can hit shots. Yeah, he can hit shots. But once he gets tired, can he hit those shots? Probably not.
The greatest thing that came out of the Boston Celtics winning the NBA championship was the meme about Jerry West. Now, I do not like making fun of the dead. R.I.P. to Jerry West. He's an NBA legend.
It's not making fun of him.
But there was a picture of Jerry West, and it was like, I respect this man so much.
Dark humor coming up.
He would rather die than watch the Boston Celtics win a championship.
That was funny. The way they put it was funny.
That was like a medium.
And I think Jerry West would have laughed at that, actually. I think he would have.
Think he's in the gulag laughing?
And he laughed. Shout out to Derrick White, though, too.
Who
Lost
do you
his
lose
teeth.
to?
Oh, my God.
Who?
In the gulag.
All right. Shout out Derrick White losing his teeth and still...
They said that
Still
cat looked
getting
like a
hyped
possum.
They look like a possum, though. Derrick White is already an ugly dude, bro. Having messed up teeth just did him dirty.
Yeah, no hair. He just looked wild. He looks like a crackhead.
All right, so enough about this team. I don't
He
want to
looked
talk
like
about
Trey
the Celtics
Young
no
with
more.
a cable.
Oh, my God. Where do you want to go next, Derrick? I can't believe you started the show with the Boston Celtics. Jeez.
We had to get it out of the way.
Thank you. I like that.
Now, here's a little bit of talk of, the Celtics, of who was the better player, who's the face of the Celtics. Mm-hmm. Who do you guys think, Jordan brought this up, who's the face of the NBA?
Oh. So we were talking about this at the barbershop.
I was going to say, I think that's why it got texted, was me, him, and Matt were talking.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
I told him, I was like, text that to Derrick so we can remember to have that as a topic. So I think a lot of people dislike Jayson Tatum because I think the NBA has been forcing, Jayson Tatum down our throats over the last few seasons. And Jayson Tatum's a good basketball player. But I just don't think he is that guy. He's not the best player in the NBA. But if we had to pick, he's not even top 3, probably not even top 5, honestly. But if you had to pick a player to be the face of the NBA, who do you think it is? And I thought, long and hard about this.
With
Girthy.
a pre-pause.
And it's tough because it's like the best player in the NBA is not the face of the NBA. Jokic is not the face of the NBA. Doesn't speak great English, doesn't have much personality, doesn't care about the NBA at all. He's the epitome of just, I come to work, do my job, and leave.
And he's the best at it.
Yeah, can't be the face of the NBA like that. I think they were really gearing up and propping up Anthony Edwards to be the face of the NBA. A lot of commercials now. You know, he's got really good personality. He's in press conferences making fun of his team, talking about how much he sucked during the game. I think the face of the NBA might be Anthony Edwards.
As of right now?
As of right now.
Okay. I completely disagree.
Okay. Go off, King.
I think face of the NBA right now, still LeBron James until he retires or until he falls off. If he falls off like a Vince Carter or Tim Duncan to where they slowly lose their, talents and skills over time, sure, it moves on. To that point. I don't think he'll get to that point either. He's going to retire. It's still LeBron until he retires. Once he retires, that's when Anthony Edwards can come into it. Luka could come into it. They tried Giannis a little bit when he won back-to-back MVPs.
Started getting hurt a little bit.
Then that fell off.
Yeah, he started getting hurt a little bit. Like he was hurt for the playoffs this year.
SGA you could maybe throw in there eventually. But as of right now, it's LeBron.
I mean, I don't necessarily disagree with that either because if you see off-season, who do they talk about the most? LeBron.
It's always LeBron.
The finals ended. For some reason, they started talking about LeBron.
Yeah.
Like, today.
I think he makes it to where he's like he does shit to try and make himself be that guy.
Yeah, you'll never forget about him. He's gonna
the whole time
himself.
During the finals, people I think cared more about the Lakers' next head coach than they did about the Celtics playing against the Mavs.
Well, he's strategic. He was.
I mean, LeBron didn't even do anything to do that though.
My dude. Well, he was sitting sideline at the Cavs game. My dude was drinking his own wine.
So do other NBA players.
Yeah, we know it's strategy. And then when Kyrie was going to the finals, my boy was like, man, I'm so happy for Kyrie. I would love him. Jealous. I wish he was my teammate. Even Kendrick Perkins went at him and was like, oh, you got to stop making a moment about you and stuff like that. You guys know he unfollowed Kendrick Perkins on Instagram, by the way.
Good.
Yeah, fuck him. But, yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, I think Bron is still the face of the NBA. But if I have to go somebody other than him, it's Anthony Edwards for me. Who you thinking? Who you got over there?
I think it might be Luka.
They're trying.
I think they're trying. He doesn't have the commercials and like all of that Anthony Edwards does, but I think that he I don't know, people that don't watch know who he is. I know people that don't watch know who LeBron is, obviously. They know who a lot of people are. But there's some people that I bet don't know who Anthony Edwards is still because he's too young.
Has the face of the NBA ever been a white person?
Larry, maybe.
Yeah.
Larry, it's been Larry and Magic together.
And I say that because I wonder if they strategically prop up the face
Jerry
of
West.
They strategically prop up the face of the NBA to be somebody black because the majority of the NBA is black.
Yes.
The fan base is probably, if you do some numbers, it's probably majority black. And
it might be pretty close with that.
I don't know if I've ever seen a black kid walk around with a Luka jersey or a Jokic
I guess
jersey.
You're right.
You know what I mean? So I feel you know what I'm saying? It would be easier for
you rocked the Larry Bird jersey.
Yeah, for sure. I love Larry Legend, bro. That's once again,
you
like
saying,
we said,
black guys can't wear or support white dudes?
I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that I think they're from a marketing standpoint. I think it's they look at it and they're like, how many black kids are buying a Luka Doncic jersey?
Probably not a lot.
You know what I'm saying?
It is weird though, because even think about 2K. I know mad white people that make black dudes on 2K as their micro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
There ain't no black dudes that make a white dude on 2K.
Never. I've never done that ever.
Never.
My character is black and
yeah,
2K
exactly.
Yeah. He got red dreads and shit.
That's a good point though.
Right, I've never, I don't know.
Can the face of the NBA be white?
Can be.
You think so?
Larry was at one point, wasn't he?
I mean, everybody was white back then.
That's before 2K.
I mean, you had Kareem and Magic there too.
I didn't want to make this about race, but I was that's a legitimate question I had.
Well, now here's the thing.
Because think about it. Have you ever seen? I've seen Luka Doncic jerseys out there. I've never seen one on a black dude.
But yes, I agree. But here's the thing.
Pay attention to that from now on, people.
I wonder. I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna keep talking. I'm gonna go to the NBA store and see, because they always have models wearing the jerseys. I want to see if they have a black model wearing a Luka Jokic jersey.
That's gonna be crazy if it is.
But
I
forget what I was going to say, but something along the lines of, the NBA as a whole, the majority, like you said, are black players. the majority of the best players in the NBA are
African American.
black players. So, I mean, and like you,
Black.
when you're okay,
Black.
you are, but
How does a dude like Michael Porter Jr. fit into the mix?
when you're all right, when you're younger and you're growing up watching certain athletes or certain players,
Yeah.
you're going to relate to ones that are more relatable to you.
Yeah.
So, like NFL wise, I guess I'm not a very good
Oh, they don't have
depiction of
models.
this, but Josh Gordon was my favorite player.
I don't think I've ever like looked up to a white player or said like I want to be like a white. And it's like obviously it's not like racist or anything like that.
Yeah.
Like I support like I have a Larry Bird jersey.
But
you know what I
they're
mean?
Oh, so you
usually
don't
not
wanna
the
be
best player.
fundamental.
They're usually not the best player. What if I didn't hear what he said. So,
So you don't want to be fundamental.
that's
You
crazy.
know there is a player. His nickname is the Big Fundamental, and he is indeed black, right?
Yeah.
That's why you sweating, bitch.
His mom's white
It's hot
though.
as fuck.
What do you say?
His mom's white though.
No, she ain't.
I don't know. I just made that up. Let me see Tim Duncan's
She's
parents.
not, bro.
Duncan's parents.
All right. So listen, we're talking about the NBA, and we had a conversation about the most overrated moments in NBA history. Derrick, do you care to start?
Mom is blonde.
She was light skinned. I think she definitely dyed her hair blonde. I saw the same picture. She definitely dyed that shit. That was not natural blonde.
I gotta start podcasting with black people.
It was not
Call
naturally
Josh
blonde.
up here.
It was not
It ain't
naturally
gonna
blonde.
So, yeah, go
So
have fun.
I was thinking over the weekend, especially with my Larry Bird take of I'd take 10 players over him in their prime. A lot of people were commenting certain Larry Bird stats of like his 3-point contest three-peat, won it 3 times in a row. That makes him a great shooter, right? No, it doesn't.
Facts.
Just because you can shoot well open in a 3-point contest does not mean you're a great shooter in
I mean,
game.
there's a difference between a dunk contest player and a dunker, like in game.
Exactly. I have 2 that are the most overrated NBA moments that I thought of. They might not be number 1 or number 2, but for Larry Bird's sake, he won 3-peat in the 3-point contest, won it 3 straight, times in a row. His 3-point average for his whole career, 37.6%. Not that good, especially for how little he was attempting threes, right? He averaged, I think, 1.6 threes per game in his whole career. And I assume, I didn't go back and watch tape, I didn't watch Larry growing up. When he was shooting threes, it was probably decently open. I assume he wasn't contested, sidestep, step back, anything like that. So he won 3 straight, cool. But he also lost in 1990. No one talks about that. He lost to Dale Ellis, I think. So the last decade, I compiled the 3-point champions. And these are the players that he either shot better than or shot worse than. The players that he did shoot better than in their whole career was Damian Lillard, Eric Gordon, and Devin Booker. He has a higher 3-point percentage than them in their whole career,
And
which
the
is actually surprising.
Well, the volume that they shoot is significantly more.
Yes, Lillard, Gordon, and Booker definitely attempt way more threes per game than Larry Bird. The players that obviously shoot better than Larry, Curry, Karl Anthony Towns, Buddy Hield, Joe Harris, and Klay Thompson, that all won a 3-point contest. Now, this is the NBA equivalent in the last decade. Marco Bellinelli at 37.6%, exactly the same as Larry Bird. That's his equivalent in the last decade, 3-point shooting.
So you
And Marco was probably attempting more shots than Larry Bird.
So are you implying that if Larry Bird was in today's NBA, he'd be Marco Bellinelli?
I'm implying in today's league, Larry Bird is not a good 3-point shooter.
This white on white crime has to stop. You've been going at Larry so hard lately.
I'm a city boy. He's that country folk.
What's your other moment? You said you had 2 moments, right?
Yeah, the other one was Jordan's free throw line dunk. Everyone hypes it up like it was the first ever free throw line dunk ever attempted, ever made.
There was one that happened before that. Julius Erving, right?
Dr. J was the first one to do it in
I've
1976.
never dunked from the free throw line.
Huh? Jordan?
I've never dunked from the free throw line.
Michael.
Michael Jeffrey
Michael.
Jordan. Yeah, Dr. J
Michael
did it in
B?
1976. Way before Jordan did it. Brent Barry actually did it farther out than MJ.
Wait, white Brent Barry, like
Yes.
the shooter?
Yes, he did it farther out. A
real?
longer distance than Michael Jordan.
I know.
Brent
Never
Barry
seen that
jumped from the
one.
free throw line?
Yes. Yeah, you can in a dunk contest, you can watch it.
I can't wait till the episode
And there
comes
was-
out and you have a clip beneath us and it's
I can
Brent
do it.
Barry's ass.
I'll
just
do it.
fucking- Yeah,
I'll do it.
And there was a minimum of 3 dunks from the free throw line that were better, all by the same guy named Zach LaVine.
Thank you for bringing it to the point.
Didn't he
Zach
do a windmill
LaVine
from the three-point
was
line?
also more impressive from his free throw line dunk. He
He
did a
went between the
windmill.
legs and a windmill.
I think he did a between legs from the free throw line too, a different year.
With that, for LaVine and LeBron, LaVine was way more impressive. LeBron actually did it in game 2.
Yes, he did.
And now here's the thing between all those players I mentioned. MJ, it took him from the full court to run all the way to the free throw line and jump. And he, stepped over the free throw line.
Yep.
LeBron, LaVine, they didn't need the whole length of the court to gather
LaVine
and
go
get that
from
speed.
half?
He 3/4 for the most part. Same thing with LeBron. LeBron stole the ball a little farther up than 3/4 and then free throw line dunk.
I got the goat.
But that's people overhyping Jordan's dunk right there. There's pictures of it. People have posters of it. For what?
It's just because his legs were moving, looked like he was walking.
But that's the media trying to overhype players like that. That's what pisses me
You
off.
know my opinion when it comes to
They
that. but
try to overhype Michael Jordan being one of the only players to ever do that, to where he didn't even do it the best and didn't even do it first.
I can't wait till we
And a
come
white
back.
guy did it.
I can't wait till we come back to that. That's impressive.
White guy did it.
That's impressive. Zach LaVine's got to be mixed too. So a half
White guy did it too.
He definitely got black legs. So,
It looks like it.
Jordan, what's your moment?
Mine kind of hurts me to say, I'm going to be honest, because I love this dude. But I think Blake Griffin
Another
over
mixed
the
guy.
Kia.
You guys are really attacking white guys today.
He's halfway too.
You're attacking his white side.
Black Griffin over the Kia.
Did you just say Black Griffin?
Did I?
I don't know.
I probably did. I meant Blake.
We'll have to go back to
We're
that.
talking about so much race that my mind's off.
I think you said Black Griffin.
Probably did.
He
But
plays like it.
Blake Griffin over the Kia.
Yeah.
I feel like I saw that my whole life. That's not one of, I would say, even his top 5 dunks if you count it in game.
No.
Back
He
in my
has-
heyday, I could
He
do
got
that.
better dunks in game than he does
Yes.
for that dunk.
Yep.
Back in my heyday, I can jump over the hood of a Kia.
Kobe did it.
He jumped over the bumper.
Yeah, he did it.
It was like all what I want him
It
to
wasn't
do.
the hood?
He leaned, bro.
Are we
Like,
sure?
I'm pretty sure if you watch the video, he leaned. It was like a half-assed over the hood. It wasn't crazy.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I think Zach LaVine or Aaron Gordon in 2016 probably could have grabbed the ball off of the dude in the sunroof and
Yeah.
went between the legs and in.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Blake Griffin has had a lot of great dunks in his career. That's just one that I think has been replayed over and over and didn't really deserve it.
Okay. I'm not mad at that. I thought that dunk was mediocre when that happened as well. So
And it wasn't like he just grabbed it and dunked it. It wasn't even like a...
Here you guys go.
He didn't do
Aaron
like
Davis
a
peeking out
windmill.
of the sunroof is classic in that moment.
Actually,
Yeah,
just the hood.
Okay.
That is the hood.
I mean,
I don't know.
in my heyday, I
Look.
could do that.
It was...
Slow motion. Ready? That's hood.
Okay, it was over the hood, but I was expecting something more exciting.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean,
he didn't jump over
realistically-
the car, the roof of the car.
Yeah, realistically,
I
if
wasn't
you
expecting him to jump over the roof, but you got to go through the legs if you're using the hood.
if we dissect this, that hood is probably, what do we think, 4 feet tall?
And look how
No.
much more real estate he has to get over it.
Not even 4 feet tall. I'm tripping. That hood's probably
What's that, a Kia Optima?
Yeah, because he had a Kia endorsement. What do you think? The hood is probably 2.5, 3 feet off the ground,
Maybe.
and he's jumping from inside of the arc. Yeah, that's not that impressive. I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, shout out Baron Davis with the alley oop. But
yeah, for sure.
I can see Jordan's point.
I'm with you. Okay, so if I had to go into my most overrated moment in the NBA, sorry not sorry for the people who are new to this platform. Hello, my name is Dontea, and I'm a certified Boston Celtics hater. Only thing I like about the Boston Celtics is 2 people, Larry Bird and Rajon Rondo. And I only like Rondo because he went to Kentucky. Other than that, don't care about the Celtics.
Ray Allen helped you.
Sure, he did his job. So,
You don't mess with KG?
no. Good basketball player, but I mean,
He doesn't know how to read.
my dude tried to say equivalent and say equal. That was crazy. I can't believe they did that to him. So, for me, the most overrated moment has to do with the Boston Celtics, and I think it's them becoming the most winningest franchise when it comes to NBA championships. I think they just surpassed the Lakers and they have 18 now. I believe that's it. I want to go a little bit into the Boston Celtics this year. They were favored to win the NBA championship. No problem. They were favored to win the East. Statistically speaking, they had the easiest road to the playoffs for one.
Absolutely.
And then in the playoffs, statistically speaking, they actually had the easiest road to the NBA Finals. Injury is a part of the game. It happens. But when you play a team every round and their not role player, star player is hurt, hard for me to give you credit there. So let's go to the first round. Jordan, you still got that list up for me?
I can pull it back up. I don't have it. I believe it was the Heat, though.
I believe they played the Miami Heat in the first round. No Jimmy Butler. There you go. That's all I got to say there. You're not beating the Boston Celtics without Jimmy Butler, and they actually stole a game off of them. Now, kudos to them. They only lost 3 games in this playoffs. 1 to the Heat, 1 to the Cavs, and 1 to the Mavericks. But they lost to the Heat to the first round. No Jimmy Butler. Pretty sure Bam Adebayo missed the game, and Jaime Jaquez missed the game. Terry Rozier wasn't there the whole time either.
And those guys missing out on games is like, nah. Because that team without Butler's, nah.
It's not a team. So let's fast forward to the second round.
Cavs.
They play the Cavs.
No
Jared Allen the entire series.
Second best player.
Second best player. Well, let's talk about the first best player. Donovan Mitchell. I believe he missed 2 games. Maybe 3.
Yeah, might have missed 3.
They actually won the game he didn't play. Don't know how the Cavs won the game he didn't play.
No,
but
they didn't win.
Oh, they didn't win the game he didn't play?
I think we got swept. No,
they
they
didn't.
No,
So-
Cavs stole one.
Yeah, they stole one.
So let me see which one they stole. Cavs
trying to
stole.
look.
No, that was with definitely Donovan Mitchell. Donovan
Okay.
Mitchell put up 29 that
Okay.
game. They won.
So, let me rewind. They
So
won a
Donovan
game.
Mitchell went out for the last 2 games, it looks like.
Last
Okay.
3.
He went out in the middle of one, right?
Yeah, the middle of
Yeah,
game
yeah.
3.
So you had
Well,
no
he played
Donovan Mitchell.
43 minutes a game 3.
Oh, I lied. So yeah, you're right, Jordan. My bad. Last
Yeah.
2.
He went out the last 2 games.
Yeah, okay. So 2 games with no Donovan Mitchell, 5 games with no Jared Allen.
Now, we have to give them a little bit of props. They were playing without Porzingis. But they did play against teams. I mean, Porzingis isn't their number 1.
Not their number 3.
Not exactly.
He's not even
That's
their
what I
number
was
3.
gonna say.
He might not be
It's
their number
not
4.
comparable.
He's a difference maker, but he's not
He might not
as
even be their
much
number 4.
as Donovan Mitchell or any
Exactly.
of those guys.
He's debatable 4.
So let's move to the next series.
And I'm pretty sure one of those games, the Cavs had like 5 people hurt because Karis
It
LeVert
was
missed the
game 4.
game.
Game
LeVert-
4 where we had nobody and they almost won.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when what was it? Markieff Morris or Marcus Morris was out there getting buckets.
That was the very last game.
Okay.
Yeah, LeVert, I lied, played the game before they got gentlemen swept. The very last game is when Evan Mobley put up 33, Morris put up 25, Garland put up 11, Strus 12. But like, when Evan Mobley's your second leading scorer,
Yeah.
you should beat that fucking team.
Yep. So let's move to the next series. The Indiana Pacers, correct?
Yep.
They played the Indiana Pacers. No Tyrese Halliburton the entire series. I'm not going to say anything else there. The dude averages 10 assists per game.
Well, he played the first game, right?
No.
He didn't play the first game
I
at all?
don't think he played the entire series.
He played the first game 40 minutes, put 25 and 10.
Was it?
Yep. And then I think he played the second game. He did 28 minutes.
Did he get hurt the second game?
I
I'm
think he
pretty
got
sure.
hurt the second game.
Second game, okay. So you got Tyrese Halliburton. Didn't play that series.
Missed 2.5 games.
realistically.
Yeah.
So I say all that to say, every single series they played an injured player. Even when they played the Dallas Mavericks, Luka's been banged up. He played still, so I'm not even going to discount that.
He looked like an
Well, Luka
80-year-old
had to go
man.
through hell to get there.
So I say all that to say they had a pretty easy road to becoming the most winningest team
And actually,
and have the
based
most
on
championships.
based on the last 25 years, this the site I was looking at earlier said that they had the easiest road to the finals in the last 25 years.
There you go. So mine
don't
is
Based
think
on
anyone would
teams
argue
played
it.
to win.
Yep. So hey, my team is the Boston Celtics. If you're new here, hi, my name's Dontea. I'm a certified Boston Celtics hater, and I will find any way to hate on them I can.
Shout out to what's his name? Celtics. I forget his name.
Celtics 3000.
Yeah, but he's been on I forget his real
Caden?
name. Caden? Is it Caden?
I don't think it's Caden.
Might be Caden.
I don't think it's Caden.
Shout out to you. You know who you are.
Yeah, he would be mad about this video.
We gotta look. We gotta look and we gotta cut it out and say it. You gotta say it again.
He knows you're a hater.
Yeah, 100%. You know where I stand.
I have him on Snap. I think it's Caden.
I've never hid from my hate.
Kaysen. So we were Kaysen. Shout out Kaysen.
My dude, Jayson Scott.
Yep.
You're welcome.
Oh, government name.
Yep. Put you out there.
I'm sorry.
FU and the Celtics. I'm just playing. That's my guy. All right, so we had some a crazy story come out over the weekend.
Absurd news.
Michael, not B. Jordan, Jeffrey Jordan, is his 1988 Defensive Player of the Year award. Was it truly deserved?
Ooh.
I think it might have been fraudulent.
So
inflated stats.
Let me
something about splits compared to home and away.
Yeah.
Really, really far off.
So I'm gonna butcher my guy's name here, but his name is Tom Harbastaw.
Straw. Whatever. From Yahoo.
There you go, from Yahoo. He composed an article about the scorekeeper or the stat keeper for the Chicago Bulls. And it alludes to this stat keeper juicing up Jordan's numbers at home.
Wasn't there a game that he had more steals than the team had turnovers?
There is a game where Michael Jordan had more steals than the other team had turnovers. Not possible. So he went back and personally watched a certain amount of games. I might be able to pull it up here.
I believe he said 4 games from 1998. 4 or 6?
6.
6 games. And he went and watched the entire game, and he counted that Michael Jordan had almost half of the amount of blocks and steals that they actually said he had in those games.
I mean, to have 12 steals in a game is a lot, but then when they juice it and say you had 24, that's crazy.
No, this is what it was. In the
Jordan just exaggerated.
Oh yeah, in the 6-game sample, he was awarded 28 steals within 6 games when he realistically only had 12.
Yep. So,
which is still 2 a game is good.
Yeah, absolutely. Listen,
but when it's more than doubled, it's like, what the fuck?
I have been on record saying that numerous NBA players that played against Michael Jordan that were in his era have said Michael is not a great defender. He is a good help side defender, plays good passing lanes, gets good blocks from behind. Now, that doesn't make you a bad defender because you're not a great on-ball defender. LeBron James, great help side defender, great at playing passing lanes. But if you deep dive into Michael Jordan's Defensive Player of the Year and you see that these numbers were inflated, it kind of fits my narrative of saying that Michael Jordan's career and his awards were slightly fabricated to elevate the game because there was a star to get behind, Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He was likable. He was charismatic. Everybody wanted to be like Mike. The shoes, the swag, everything.
Little Bow Wow.
You know.
Larry Bird and Magic are on the ends of their roads, 31 and 28 years old.
Athletic freak. And I think the NBA saw this cash cow, and they felt that they needed to prop him up as much as they humanly could. And what way to do that? Well, let's give him awards he may not deserve. Let's have voters bias and vote him number 1 here. The most votes for this, the most votes for that, even if he doesn't deserve it, because Michael winning is great for our viewership.
Let's give him an MVP vote while he's on the Wizards.
More than one.
There you go. So I say all that to say that I think LeBron James has been chasing a ghost this entire time because Michael Jordan, the guy that they say he is, truly does not exist. And if you go into a lot of these numbers, his numbers, now people, they play better at home. You got your home crowd behind you. You know, you got everybody.
And we're not saying Jordan was a fucking bum.
You usually play better offensively.
We're not saying he was terrible.
Right.
He was just juiced a little bit.
They were juicing his numbers. I mean,
it's like he bonds of the NBA.
And like you said, that's just from a 6-game span.
Yep.
Just a 6-game span out of that whole season.
Yeah, he's a Sammy Sosa, Barry
Bonds.
What
did the other
Mark McGuire
74 games look like?
The NBA, just a little juice.
And there was a game where he got 10 steals in a game. There were no 10 steals found. The steal counter got up to 6. That was it. gave him 4 extra steals. And I know people are going to be in the comment section like, well, if you tip the ball and somebody else picks it up, you get credit for that steal.
That was James Harden one year being a steals leader.
Yep.
That happened a lot.
But did you guys know that Scottie Pippen actually addressed this with the stat keeper and said, I'm not getting credit for all of my stolen balls. When I tip the ball, those are my steals.
Which I honestly think they should be.
I made the steal happen. Just because you picked it up doesn't mean, that's why there's a forced fumble and a recovered fumble.
Yes.
Exactly. We both get credit.
Maybe you should have 2 separate for steals.
A forced steal and a recovered steal.
I mean, because listen, it
makes a huge difference.
It does. It really does. Yeah. You know, like if Derrick literally pokes it out and I'm running up court and I pick it up, I shouldn't get credit for that steal. That's not my steal. He created that opportunity for me to grab it. So Scottie Pippen even went at the stat keeper and said, I'm not getting credit for all of my steals.
Well, now, I don't know if you guys have seen the comments. Now that Scottie Pippen has joined into the conversation, everybody's discrediting it.
Yep.
Scotty's here talking shit, so now it don't count.
Yep. Listen, man, Scottie was there, y'all. And Scottie is very disgruntled.
He might be a hater, but...
Scotty's disgruntled because he doesn't get the credit that he deserves.
He goes back and forth.
Yeah, he does. But... You know, Michael Jordan is that guy that when you talk bad about him, he exiles you.
Yeah.
You know, I reposted something earlier. I meant to send it to you guys about,
no way you got Michael Jordan to block us.
No. I don't even think he's on Twitter. He don't run his own Twitter. There's no way. But
this cat Dontea got us blocked by Nike.
In this video, they were saying Michael Jordan is the most protected athlete of all time.
He is.
It was that old video?
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched
They're beat writers and reporters. You know, Ahmad Rashad was in it. Brian Gumbel.
He's the one that voted for him for the Wizards.
Yeah, exactly. These are
when he had
voters' bias.
And he wasn't married yet, and he said, don't put this out yet. We're not married. I don't want people to know that I have a kid with a woman I'm not married to.
Yep. So I just want to know, Internet, what do you guys think of Michael Jordan's fraudulent Defensive Player of the Year or alleged fraudulent Defensive Player of the Year? And I know what people are going to say. 6 rings ain't fraudulent. Okay, didn't get the block of steal, still got 6 rings. Cool. That's not what we're talking about.
Played in the most aggressive era in basketball.
Yeah, but like I hate when I bring up A and you start talking about B and C. We're not talking about championships. We're not talking about MVPs. We're not talking about all NBAs.
We're talking about the NBA inflating Michael Jordan's stats to make him better than what he truly was.
Yep, because remember in our video that we posted talking about how LeBron was in this category, it was Larry, it was Luka.
MJ was not in it.
And do you remember I said
was in it.
He was not, except for LeBron.
Yeah.
I said he wasn't the defender everybody said he was. And everybody was like, he's got a Defensive Player of the Year casual. He's got a Defensive Player of the Year bot. Oh, but does he really? I digress.
Also, want to throw in, we talked about Wizards getting MVP votes. He got MVP votes in the 94-95 season to where he came back and played 17 games.
And they lost in the Eastern Conference.
And lost in the playoffs.
Yep.
And everyone discredits that year because
he wasn't in basketball shape.
Why did he get MVP votes in 17 games?
Voters' bias is a thing, people. It is a real thing.
That is crazy, though.
Yeah, I mean, listen.
Talk about that Hawk Tua. They were giving that to fucking MJ back then.
Oh, my God. So where do you want to go next? What do we got going on now? I think we're almost done, right? How long have we been going?
So I did want to talk about, I don't know what this tournament is called, but there's an American football tournament going on right now that's country versus country. I seen a score today.
To Canada?
Canada versus Brazil. Don't know. Derrick definitely has seen it based on his reaction. Dontea, did you happen to see the score of that game?
I did not. No.
It was bad.
110-0 Canada.
Wait, football?
American football. Yeah. Not soccer. American football.
Like we throw a football. Touchdown.
Yes.
It's the
110-0.
Junior, World Junior Championships.
So, okay. I didn't know that that's what it was, but I wanted to talk about if there was a tournament throughout every country, almost like an Olympic-style tournament of American football.
I gotta take my headphones off. These hurt.
Who would be, we don't have to run down every position, but who would be your guys' team to send skill position? And then like we'll do linebackers, corner, safety, stuff like that. You don't have to do like the O-line and stuff, but...
Quarterback Patrick Mahomes.
It would have to be Mahomes, right?
Mahomes or Lamar because they ain't stopping a read option either.
Yeah.
I mean, we're not limited though. We can send Lamar and Mahomes.
Lamar and Mahomes 1 and 2.
That'd be starter backup.
Running back, Christian McCaffrey.
We're playing last chance you type style quarterbacks.
Yeah.
You each get a half, brother. Go off and go crazy.
Running back, Christian McCaffrey.
Christian McCaffrey would have to be there. Who would be behind him, the 1-2 back?
Like Derrick Henry. Nice change of pace back.
Anybody else?
Yeah. We're going against other countries.
Evan Hall.
This is
Jesus.
What?
Shout out to our guy, the mixed breed.
He's a dog.
This is Olympics. Olympics American football. Who are we sending, Derrick? Who's McCaffrey's backup? You got McCaffrey. You could take Derrick Henry. You could put.
Derrick Henry had a good season. Josh Jacobs had.
They ain't tackling Derrick Henry.
No, okay season.
If Nick Chubb wasn't hurt, I would have said Nick Chubb.
I mean, you can't go wrong with like Jonathan Taylor. You can't go wrong with Saquon.
Give Jonathan Taylor a shot.
Like Jonathan Taylor. Let's
I
go with
was
Jonathan
gonna say
Taylor. We're not even
Saquon,
going to
but
send our
yeah.
best.
It doesn't even matter.
We're not even going to send our best. Let's go Jonathan Taylor.
Wide receivers.
Tyreek and Justin Jefferson. Simple.
3.
We'll name 4.
Yeah, we could do
Tyreek,
3,
Justin
4,
Jefferson, Devontae Adams, and Little Spice.
Don't you leave A.J. Brown out of this.
Puka Nakua.
Why are you leaving A.J. Brown out? I don't like how y'all doing that.
We'll put AJ Brown. AJ Brown at 4.
Tight ends.
Killer Trav.
Kittle and Trav.
Kittle, Trav, and then throw Hawkinson in there as a 3.
Sure. Let's do it. What are they going
Fuck
to do?
them. What they gonna do?
Run a
Fuck
tight end trio. We're just going to bench Tyreek and Justin Jefferson when we're bored and just throw those 3 in.
You could. Njoku's from the U.S., right? Is he? Because would Puka Nakua count? Is he from the islands of
Pacific
the
Islander.
from?
So I don't know
is
if they
that
would have
US?
their own team.
Well, it's like you
Like
could.
in the Olympics, do they have their own like team, or do people
Well,
that are?
if David and Joker's from like Nigeria, they do.
That's like the Joel
yeah,
Embiid
I'm saying
thing.
like for Puka more or less, like the islands.
Would
do
he
they
just be
have
like-
their own?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Because
I think
David
they do, 'cause,
Njoku
like, don't.
is Nigerian.
Yeah, so that's the other thing too. I believe in
I don't know
the
where
way
he
that
was-
Olympics work,
Nationality is considered American. It said.
but I believe that the way the Olympics work is if you are from somewhere, like Kyrie could technically, I believe, play on the Australian team.
Yeah, I think
Yes,
you could.
he can.
but
He's
he
gonna play in
chooses
the
to
US.
play American
Same thing
to
with
play the American team because he's
same thing with Embiid. Embiid
From
can
the
play
US.
on the U.S. or
Yep.
he can go play.
right.
Yeah.
So I don't know how many football players are like that.
So you can
Probably
put
not many.
Njoku over there
but-
too.
I mean, we could put Njoku there.
We're just gonna have him have his shirt off, so he just look intimidating.
People gonna be so mad
yeah,
when
he's
y'all
just a
say
cheerleader on the
Njoku.
sideline with no
He's
shirt.
intimidating as
You know when
fuck.
people are gonna be mad that we said Njoku.
Why?
Yes.
An 89 overall in Madden.
89 overall.
I don't know.
I hate you. I hate you.
I think I would take the Laporta and
Not over
Hawkinson and
Njoku.
stuff over him.
You need a freak of nature just to scare him.
What Derek's trying to say is you need a black out there.
Maybe.
We sent Lamar.
It's all right. Okay, you're right. Offensive line, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we just throw all the biggest white dudes we
Yeah,
can find.
just go to the Pro Bowl and just throw that in.
Yeah,
Defensive line, same.
same thing. Corners,
Same.
Pat
Bro, it
Surtain.
don't
we
matter.
throw Pat Surtain.
Sneed, Surtain,
My dude Sauce.
Jalen, Sauce, like
Yeah, Legarius needs in there.
Darius Slay if we wanted to get a little freaky.
I like
Cooper
it.
Cooper DeJean.
We say all of that to say that there will be no competition
There's
for
no
the
chance.
Team USA.
Do you think like a team
No.
like Australia who has a bunch of rugby players
No.
could
No.
give it a chance?
no,
No.
couldn't score on them.
No.
They
You don't
would
think
not
they'd score
score.
a point. You
I
think
think
it would
we
look
could-
like Canada versus Brazil?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we could score in one play a lot of times.
Yes. Because they
In
have
one play.
They have no one guarding any of those wide receivers. No one that's going to be able to usually tackle. Well, they might be able to tackle some
They're
of the
gonna
running
be able
backs,
to tackle if they
but
play
they're not
rugby.
going to be able to cover any of the wide receivers.
I
Fair
think
enough.
Christian McCaffrey would literally run an 80-yard touchdown.
So if they're building their teams though, couldn't they throw soccer players in that are fast and run a lot and shit
Sure.
like that? I mean, they could.
Sure, if that's
They
what they're
could.
relying on for
They could.
corner and
if that's
safety,
what you want is your
I'm talking
saving
more
grace.
receiver, but
either or,
you got to try and make it a shootout.
they ain't they're
Throw
not
some
scoring.
cricket players in there.
Oh, God.
No country is going to score in the United States in football. No country.
It got to be a complete broken play. We just something freaky we've never seen before and something crazy.
We could even
happens.
sprinkle in like Team USA basketball to sprinkle in some college players around the
It
rotation.
would probably, even if we just made it of college players, they still might not score.
That's
The best college players in the nation.
crazy.
Caleb Williams.
I'm not saying
they.
they-
Like
I'm-
if we want for last
Yeah,
year,
if
look
you're
at the
just basing
draft.
off the best players.
I'm not going to the extreme of you where they're not going to score. we're not losing.
Well, now here's
We
the
might
thing: is
get
what I'm
scored
saying.
on.
Everyone that goes to the NFL that are from other countries, what do? They don't stay in that country. They move to the U.S. They get offers for colleges and things like that.
Yeah, but what if they want to go play at home?
Yeah, they're still not as good as the ones that are here.
They don't want to play at home.
That's my point.
They don't want to play at home.
Who would want to do that?
So is USA in that tournament that Canada and Brazil and all them were
Can't
in?
be. I don't think so.
Because the scores would have to look similar in every game as the Canada-Brazil game.
I'm not totally sure.
I didn't do a lot of research
It's
into
the
it. I just saw that.
AFIF World Junior Championship. That's what it's considered.
So like the College Baseball World Series?
I don't know. Let me look.
Or the
up.
Little League World Series? Speaking of College Baseball World Series, I believe the series between
be an
Tennessee and A&M is tied 1-1 now. I think
Yeah, it is.
Tennessee just got one back 4-1.
Oh,
There's USA. Yeah, the USA national team is on
I
there.
had something I wanted to say real quick.
Okay.
I had a topic before we got out of here. What minute mark are we at?
I don't know how long we were recording before we actually started.
We were
but
probably-
at 59 minutes of total recording.
We're probably
time.
at 45.
Way too long. Okay.
We're probably at 45 minutes.
Way too long. Okay, cool. So listen, I noticed one commonality. Is that a word?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it is. I noticed one commonality in that Larry Bird video. It was a lot of people saying, I would take Jordan and Kobe over Larry Bird and that's it. Or I would take Shaq, Kobe, Jordan. And I just saw a lot of people saying how they would not take LeBron over Larry Bird.
And for the people that might not know or didn't see the video, I basically said I would take 10 players in their prime over Larry Bird in his prime and listed off a bunch
And
of
their
players.
prime is very important.
Yes.
So for the people who said they would take Kobe over Larry Bird but not LeBron, there's a lot of people out there to say 1 and 2 for me is Jordan, Kobe. Kobe's got to be in that conversation. Why isn't Kobe in that conversation? Why isn't Kobe in the GOAT conversation? Because LeBron James is significantly better than him.
Yes.
First off,
That and Kobe didn't have his time to be the man.
yeah,
Jordan retired and LeBron came in. Kobe had like a 4 or 5 year window of being the guy.
Well, and unfortunately, he had a Shaquille O'Neal next to him.
And
So
that also.
Kobe Bryant has 5 championships to LeBron's 4. Great. You got 5. Well, LeBron has 4 Finals MVPs.
Better coach.
Okay. I got to double check. I think Kobe has 2.
To what?
2 Finals MVPs. LeBron James has more MVPs. Kobe has 1 MVP. People will say he got snubbed when Steve Nash won.
2 finals MVPs.
Sure. Kobe has 2 Finals MVPs. LeBron's got 4. Been Finals MVP every time. Shaq's got 3 out of the Kobe's 5. Sorry. Go look at Shaq's numbers. Cry to your mom. Then LeBron has 4 regular season MVPs. Correct?
Yep.
Kobe has 1.
Yep.
And even if he got snubbed, I'm sure you could say LeBron got snubbed a couple of years.
Yep. So let's just talk. The good thing about this comparison between the two is they actually played in the same NBA. A lot of years together. A lot of years against each other. Jordan LeBron is very hard to compare because they never played against each other.
From 03 to 16, they played.
2 different eras. And Kobe, if you think about it, Kobe came in the league, I believe it was 96. Okay?
Yeah, around there, he got drafted in 96.
So when LeBron came into the league in 2003, 7 years later, Kobe Bryant's 25 years old. That's prime years. Well into the NBA at that time.
24.
24 years old. There you go.
Well, yeah.
24, 25
turning,
throughout that season.
Turning, yeah.
So 24, 25-year-old. You remember 24-year-old LeBron?
Dog.
22-year-old LeBron was in the finals.
Yeah.
Hey, Kobe was in the finals that young. So I say all that to say, let's talk about the comparison that they played against each other. They played 22 games against each other. You know what Kobe Bryant's record is versus LeBron James?
He's won 6, I believe, right?
6-16 versus LeBron James. Head to head, 6-16. You guys ready for this? LeBron has better points per game than Kobe, 27-25. More total rebounds, more total assists, more total steals, more total blocks, a better field goal percentage, a better 3-point percentage. The only thing Kobe has over LeBron in their head-to-head is free throw percentage because LeBron's an abysmal free throw shooter.
Yeah, he's never been a very good one.
Are you reading the stats that you sent us?
Yes, I am.
The only thing with that's not all head-to-head stuff.
I do have their.
That's their overall career games
Exactly.
with points per game.
I do
wanted to
have
clarify
their.
that.
I do have their head to head, and he's still right on every
he still has him.
I brought up the head-to-head. He's still right on everyone.
Yeah. So
I just wanted to clarify that picture was
Yes.
career
Yes.
games.
So head-to-head, LeBron is better in every single category except for free throw percentage. So if you want to go points per game, Kobe has 24. LeBron has 28. Rebounds, Kobe's 5. LeBron 7. Assists, Kobe 5. LeBron 7. Steals, 1.1 to 1.9. Blocks, 0.2 to 0.7. LeBron clears Kobe in every category head-to-head. And even outside of head-to-head, he clears him in every category statistically. So I don't understand where this Mamba thing came from. God rest his soul, Kobe Bryant's a great basketball player. Not discounting him at all. But I understand he had the Mamba mentality. I know people fell in love with the fact that he would shoot the game when it shot over 3 people. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to basketball, LeBron James is a better basketball player than Kobe.
Yes.
He is. It's just simple as that. I just don't understand the people who were like, I'd take Kobe, but I wouldn't take LeBron. What? Kobe's not better than LeBron in anything. He may have, maybe you could say he has more skill. Kobe has more moves. He's a flashier player, a sexier player.
Definitely sexier.
Cool. He's not better.
What's that mean?
Yeah. So,
Pause.
but I digress, and I just want to say, Kobe Bryant is not better than LeBron.
No.
He's not. And I know there's going to be a lot of people in this comment section.
Man, I
can't
can't
wait.
stand these kids.
19-year-olds.
Yeah, there's somebody
Bunch
that
of
said
kids never
19-year-olds.
watched fucking
said
Kobe and
19.
Jordan
Dog,
play.
my son is closer to 19 than I am.
I take it as a compliment, though.
Yeah, me too.
Hell yeah, I'm 19.
For the people who don't know, I'm in my 30s.
Damn.
I'm in my 30s.
Fucking old guy.
Chill out.
Now he is hanging out with a bunch of 20
Are we done, fellas?
We could be done. I mean, the only other things that if you wanted, I mean, it's going to happen later down the line.
Save it.
Hard Knocks.
Yeah, we'll save it.
So, we're excited for that for the AFC North.
Yeah, we are excited. But
That's going to be crazy.
It'll come out in December.
I
So
can't
that's
wait.
It's not gonna come in
that's
until
a
the
really
season.
far
So
way
we'll
out.
save it.
With Hard Knocks, the only thing I want to say, my part, like the point, Jesus Christ, I'm having a stroke. The part of Hard Knocks that I am most excited for, because yes, I will be buying, what's it on, Max? HBO? I will be buying that.
I will
I
be
wanna see
borrowing
Jameis.
someone's password.
Huh?
I want to see Jameis. That's
That will be hilarious.
The part of Hard Knocks that I'm most excited to see is Jameis.
James
I
is
hope
a
you guys
character.
suck, but I hope that he's funny.
And this is, I'm going to expound a little bit on that. This is what sucks about watching things like this, because Pat McAfee had Kenny Pickett on his podcast a long time ago, when he got drafted. You listen to Kenny talk, you're like, oh, I like Kenny. He seems like a cool dude, but he's on the team that I hate.
So you got to hate him.
But now the Hard Knocks thing is going to show, of course, the Ravens, the Bengals, the Steelers for me.
You're gonna find
and I'm
players
going to
that
like
you
some
like.
players because they're cool.
Yep.
And I'm like, fuck. I'm
Yep.
like, I don't fuck with them though.
Yeah, become game one. We
Like
hate you.
Lamar. I'm going to fall in love with Lamar.
I like
probably.
Lamar. Lamar's
He'll
funny.
probably
He's cool.
be like a cool ass fucking
Yeah,
dude.
he's
in that.
funny,
He's going to
silly,
be cool.
charismatic.
The one dude I still might hate, Russell Wilson might be a corny ass motherfucker.
As a Steeler fan, I might also hate watching that.
You might be a corny.
Especially
on
when he
Sundays-
sucks. Especially if he sucks.
if he
you are
sucks,
going to
if he
hate him,
sucks,
so
it's gonna
your
be
hate
bad.
for him is going to raise to a level 1,000.
Yeah. But yeah, there's going to be players from other teams that I enjoy watching on the show.
Yeah.
But I guess when Sunday comes around, you just got to be like
Fuck
that
him.
dude, but fuck him.
Yep, I agree.
Like that dude, but fuck him. I mean, that's how a lot of Ravens fans are looking at Patrick Queen right now.
Yeah, that's going to be a cool
I did
little
see a
thing
hilarious
too.
Twitter thread. Somebody from the Ravens, I can't remember who it was. If
I
it
think
was
it was
Marlon
Marlon
Humphrey.
Humphrey.
M. Humphrey.
It's not always greener.
He tweeted the grass ain't always greener on the other side, and Patrick Queen replied with a
With him
a
watering his
picture of him
grass.
watering his grass.
Drinking wine.
So
It's
it'll be
it's
fun.
It's
I
gonna be
think
cinema.
this season will be exciting to watch, even if you're like a Panthers fan. You'll be excited to watch other games.
Well, they've never done this before, right?
No. First
They
time
never
they've
did
done
a whole
division.
division at
No,
the same time.
never a whole
That's what
division.
would build it so
They've
much
had-
more better.
No, I'm going to be honest. The worst part about Hard Knocks is picking bad teams. Nobody wants to watch a bad team behind the scenes. Fuck that. Give me the Chiefs behind the scenes. I,
mean,
want
but
to see
the-
Rasheed Rice is fucking dashing.
Yeah, but the bad teams, like, it's fun to see, like, their dysfunction. Like, when the coach is like, all right, guys, let's get out here and play hard. Fuck you, Frank. Like, you know what I mean? Like, when Antonio Brown was calling the Raiders, the GM the cracker and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, that's movie. That's cinema.
Yeah. I think I would have been more excited to watch if they would have been like, this season on Hard Knocks, we're having the Bills. Like, because you get to see a good football team that
Sean
just
McDermott's
can't do
9-11
it.
comparisons would be amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
You see a good team that can't beat Kansas City.
gonna
You
shut my
see or the Bengals. Like, give me a solid team. Don't give me I was fucking around about the Chiefs. Like, I don't want to see them.
Like you said, solid team. I think the only one I remember watching, it wasn't a Hard Knocks, but it was an All or Nothing. When Amazon did it,
Yeah.
they did a 2016 on the Cardinals with Patrick Peterson and everyone over there.
Mm-hmm.
They had a decent year. They went like 7-8-1.
The Jets
and like, that
was supposed to be a good one, but
Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers got hurt though,
Yeah.
so that was supposed to
That
be
ruins
the
the
first
whole
one.
thing. That ruins it all.
You know,
But like the AFC North, as we always say, best division in football. They're having a Hard Knocks, a whole series dedicated to every team in the AFC North.
Yep.
That'll be fun to watch.
It's gonna be amazing. Can't wait.
It'll be very fun to watch.
I'm gonna have my popcorn. Hey, when you buy HBO Max, let me get your
Can
password.
we go half?
Shout out to Freddie
probably
Kitchens
expensive.
as the quarterback coach over in 2016 for the Cardinals.
Oh
Shout out
god,
Freddie Kitchens.
I don't know what the price is, but we could split it.
it's probably not much. Probably like $10. All right, everybody. Thanks again for tuning in to another episode of Barbershop Breakroom. Like, subscribe, engage with us, argue.
Comment what you want to see.
Yeah, let us know what do you want us to cover.
You
Let me
want
know.
to see Derrick say the N-word? Comment it.
You want to see me shake some, some of that thing?
Anyways.
He is thick as shit.